You are now tuned in to the 411 for your fantasy football with your host, Autumn Wind Williams.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Autumn Wind Williams, and this is the 411 for your fantasy football. This is a first look video for week 10. This first time I made a first look video. Earlier I did a showdown video for the Patriots and the Jets for Monday Night Football. I'm watching that right now. Right now, 7-3, second quarter. Cam Newton got a touchdown. That's it. That's who get their touchdowns. And he is highly owned in the captain spot. I put Crowder in one on that showdown video. Put him in the captain spot, but don't like nothing happening. It's pretty much as predicted so far. Belichick making sure you don't catch nothing. But yeah, reason why I'm making a first look video this week for week 10, DraftKings, FanDuel, Yahoo. Week 9 was probably my worst. The core video I gave you guys on Saturday, those guys did decent, but it was just the other pieces I put in with those around them, which destroyed my lineup, destroyed plenty of my lineups, because it was guys getting injured. I should have been more heavier on McCaffrey. I had a lot of Dalvin Cook, not enough though. It was just damn near everybody I was playing got injuries, and I'm not saying like making this first look video things might not happen the same, but I just got to keep my eyes and ears open a little bit more so I can weigh out more options as far as who I put in my final cut for each lineup that I build on DraftKings, FanDuel, and Yahoo. Because man, I can't lose like that no more. I mean, I think I won $1 or $2 on each site, and that was it. After all that money I put in. But yeah, stuff gotta change, and maybe this will help me, improve a little bit too, and hopefully you guys. So I'm going to walk into the slate right now for week 10 and see what we got. First, what I want to do is check out the injury report, see if there's any other injuries that we need to be mindful about. So let me do that first. Out of anything. Dang it, what is wrong with my touchscreen? It's not letting me scroll. Okay. Let me refresh this. And just a heads up too, like I said, I did that earlier showdown video. You guys may not have been aware of it because you didn't click the bell icon on YouTube. So you gotta click the bell icon on YouTube so you know if I'm gonna make a surprise video or not. Wow, Brashad Perriman 50-yard touchdown. I should have kept Flacco in my lineup. Flacco trying to do something with Brashad Perriman. But back to what I was saying. Let's check the injury report. And like I said, also don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, guys you considering playing yourself. Tell me how well you did for week 9 too. What was your downfalls? Look like Laviska Shenault hamstring right now. Good news on the MRI. Has a chance to play Sunday against the Packers. Matt Rule said Christian McCaffrey, he hurt his shoulder, but it's like day to day, so it's still a possibility he might end up playing. I know some of the guys that still got Mike Davis in they Dynasty League, Fantasy League, best ball. They were kind of hyped. They were able to use him still, but I don't know. Gotta check Sunday morning and see about that. You might get another beat writer report that they're not going to use McCaffrey that much, and then next thing you know, he go out there for over 70% of the touches. Downs. Never know, man. NFL is weird, along with a weird season. Anything can happen any given Sunday. All right, Jack Doyle. He's under concussion protocol. Unlikely to make it to Thursday night game against the Titans. I hope I'm not getting no COVID symptoms, man. I was sneezing like crazy earlier. My nose hurt and everything from sneezing so much. Nick Chubb, he's practicing this week. He's been on IR with a knee. David Montgomery has a concussion, is in protocol. Let's see. That's pretty much the main stuff. We'll hear more tomorrow when guys head back to practice on the injury report. Injury report I normally rely on is Sleeper app, so you guys might want to check the Sleeper app. If you have a smartphone, download that app. They don't give you the updates like they used to last year and the year before. Like soon as something happened, you were on your phone and damn, look at all these injuries, and they help you build your lineup a whole lot faster instead of you having to rush when you get that push notification. So I wonder what's up with that. They need to bring that back. Okay, let me go on to DraftKings. And first game, Washington Redskins against the Detroit Lions. See if there's any injuries we need to be aware of here. Okay, Kyle Allen, he's out. Alex Smith ended up coming in, taking his place. Um, Galladay's questionable. Yeah, he's still questionable with a knee. Let's see what else we find. Okay, looking at this game, say if I was able to play anybody in here, I would probably, for a cheap quarterback, go with Alex Smith. Looking at how he was able to at least put up 17 fantasy points. He threw for 325 yards against the Giants yesterday. Only one touchdown. Oh gosh, throwing some interceptions. He threw 3 interceptions yesterday too. Whew. Giants defense was playing decent though yesterday. But like I said, 325 yards. So let's pick see if we stack this. I would go Alex Smith, Terry McLaurin. His price is up. He's at 6,800 now. But he's averaging 18.3 fantasy points. It's been a while. His price been cheap, so I wouldn't have no problem playing him. Let me see if I can find another guy on here. I would say Logan Thomas, because Alex Smith does utilize tight end. He targeted Logan Thomas 6 times. He received it 3 times. Only got 5.8 fantasy points, but no touchdown. But hey, he is getting targets. That's what you got to look for, guys. That's actually going to be getting the ball. If I wanted to bring back somebody in this game, I would say I could go double tight end at flex position. Go Hawkinson, Logan Thomas, or else take out Logan Thomas, put in Hawkinson, and then go double wide receiver from the Redskins and select kind of thinking Cam Sims. The guy Steven Sims, he came back from injury reserve. but he was only targeted one time yesterday. And I played Cam Sims in the lineup, and he got over 100 yards. He got 4 targets, got 3 receptions, got 110 yards, 17 fantasy points. I was happy with that on the cheap, $3,000. I could go back to him, either Steven Sims or Cam Sims. Both Cam Sims went up to 3,200, but Steven Sims is still at 3,000. But yeah, I think I would go more Cam Sims though, because he's getting those targets from Alex Smith. Let me see. Defense. Uh, I could see myself playing a football team's defense against the Detroit Lions. Next game, let's go to Jacksonville Jaguars, Green Bay Packers. When I first looked at this, just picking what what lineups I wanted to play, far as like what tournaments. This game right here kind of stood out after I saw the scheduling, because I think I want to play a lot of Aaron Rodgers. So if I go right here, Aaron Rodgers, I don't think I want to play Aaron Jones with them, but I'll play Devontae Adams. And I'm wondering if I like to get the cheap guys too if I'm gonna pay up high, because like stacking them is expensive. Aaron Rodgers 7,900 and Devontae Adams 9,000. So if I'm paying $9,000 for a wide receiver, I'm gonna have if I want a good game stack, I'm gonna have to try to look for somebody cheap. But I'm really hoping, how much the Packers been searching for another running back. I mean, another wide receiver for Rodgers to throw to that got some speed and can catch the ball. I'm hoping. Well, I don't even see him listed on DraftKings. He is on FanDuel, and that's Seth Roberts. Seth Roberts played for the Oakland Raiders. Then he went to Baltimore Ravens. Earlier this year, he's with the Carolina Panthers, and now he's with Jacksonville Jaguars. And, I mean, not Jacksonville Jaguars, with Green Bay Packers, and he's on their practice squad, and he's listed cheap on FanDuel. I wonder if they're going to add him to DraftKings Slate, and hopefully he gets added from the practice squad. We don't know if Lazard's about to come off of IR or not. Let's see. Okay, looking at Alan Lazard on the 5th, the Packers stated they don't plan to activate Lazard. Core muscle surgery ahead of Thursday game. That was against the 49ers last week. I don't know if they're going to try to activate him this week either. But say if they keep him on IR one more week and they bring up Seth Roberts, I think he would be a good play at min price. It's only going to be like $3,000 coming off practice squad. And I'm also looking at game stacking where I can play my boy James Robinson from the Jacksonville Jaguars at running back, or since everybody's freaking out about LaVisca Chenault and he got a Q tag, even though he had good news about his MRI, as far as with his hamstring. Say if he's healthy Sunday, I can play him at only 3,800. So that would kind of help me out as far as getting some cheaper receivers with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, where I don't have to like do too much around them, as far as picking guys at tight end, running back, and maybe pay for a lower or mid tier defense or something just to put up a decent lineup. All right, moving on to Houston Texans and Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield, he's out right now with COVID 19. He's on COVID 19 list. So they're gonna go to Case Keenum. I'm not playing Case Keenum. Ain't no way I'm playing Case Keenum, man. Nah, he don't produce enough for me. So I can see myself playing the Houston Texan defense, and maybe maybe Duke Johnson, if David Johnson is still injured. I know he's on a concussion protocol right now from yesterday's game. And looking at this game going to be played in Cleveland, this is the Duke Johnson revenge game. So I can see myself going there, playing Duke Johnson and the Houston Texans defense. And also, I can see myself going back to the well for the featured quarterback I had this past week. And I'm talking about Deshaun Watson. He went out there and played decent. He got, 24.24 fantasy points. And I think he can do pretty good against the Cleveland Browns. He threw for 281 yards, so he didn't get 300, and threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He rushed for 50 yards, and he's only 6,900 when last week he was 7,100. So yeah, that's a decent play right there. And then I can stack him again with Brennan Cooks, which I did last week. Brennan Cooks was one of my core wide receivers, and when I posted that video on Twitter, I got a response from one person where he was like, "How are you going to have Brennan Cooks as your core? That's ridiculous." And then Brennan Cooks went out there and get a touchdown, so I tweeted that guy. I was being a smart ass. I was like, "Yeah, you were right. Don't have Brennan Cooks as my core, along with Evan Ingram as my core," because he complained about both of them. Both of them got touchdowns. They didn't get a huge amount of fantasy points, but the thing is, my point was to him is they went out there and produced like I really expected them to. So yeah, I got a little laugh right there at him. And luckily he wasn't one of them guys that want to be a keyboard warrior or anything and get mad. He just congratulated me, which is cool. So yeah, I can see myself going back to Brandon Cooks, and also maybe either Fields or Atkins versus the Browns. I don't know how well are they with tight ends this year. That's been the whole thing that everybody been talking for, I don't know, decades, that Browns are not good at tight ends. Let's see, where is the Browns versus tight ends this year? They're at 15. They're ranked 15 going against the tight ends. But I can still see myself going there with either one of those tight ends. That's possibly going to get most of the touches. And then bringing it back with maybe Kareem Hunt. I could go maybe Kareem Hunt or let's see, either Kareem Hunt or Rashard Higgins. So yeah, I would do something like that on a game stack. Let's see. Next game we have Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants. Um, I don't know if I'm really into this game. I don't like playing. I don't like playing Carson Wentz. I think that's what it is. Uh, he always. I don't know, man. He just screw my lineups too much. But let's see. Maybe Miles Sanders, is he coming back? Okay. Update as of yesterday. Sanders is expected to return to practice this week. Hmm. I can see myself playing Miles Sanders. I don't know. Maybe things would change later. Jalen Rieger, he's back. These guys too, they're just coming off of a bye, so I don't know. I can see myself playing Rieger also. Uh, that one guy Fulgham, he's pretty damn good. Very consistent. Let's see, all double-digit fantasy points each game. Week 4, 13.7. Week 5, 34.2. Week 6, 19.5. Week 7, 12.3. Week 8, 19.8. He's averaging 19.9 fantasy points. Only cost you $6,400. Jeffries, I don't know what the hell this dude is doing, man. I kicked him off of my dynasty league lineup because I was like, I didn't ask for a trade or anything. I just gave him the boot, man, because I was like tired of him and tired of AJ Green. And then after I release AJ Green, he goes out there and play. Telling you, man, it's crazy year of football, life, period. But yeah, I can see myself. I don't know. Maybe I will put up a game stack with Carson Wentz and work with Fulgham, maybe Goddard, since Ertz is on IR. I don't know. I got to think about that. Maybe on one of them free Modelo lineups or something that DraftKings give out. Because I don't want to spend my money on Carson Wentz. But yeah, as far as New York Giants, though, I might do a Danny Dimes. If I make a Carson Wentz lineup, I'll make a Danny Dimes lineup to hedge too. And then what I'll do is I'm not gonna play no Gallman, even though he got it 2 yard touchdown yesterday. Let's see, what were his numbers? Well, past 2 weeks he did put up double digit fantasy points, but there's something about guys like Carson Wentz, Gallman Jr. When you click on their name, you just feel like you stepped in some dog shit. That's how bad it is when it comes down to the point that you try to pick one of those guys. It just you walk away just feeling like you asking to lose. So I can't see myself doing that, man. As far as the receivers though, I can see maybe playing Darius Slayton, going back to the well with Evan Ingram. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at for those. Alright, it's already predicting rain in Carolina. Tampa Bay Bucks versus Carolina Panthers. And damn, that game yesterday, man. Oh God. Can you believe the way Tom Brady played so shitty? I mean, they got Antonio Brown on the team now. He did. I think he got like 5 catches for like what, maybe 30 something yards. Let me check. Antonio Brown. Let's see, what did he get? He got 5 targets, three receptions for 31 yards. it's hard. It's hard right now trying to play any of the receivers because not only is too many bodies on the team, the way that they were playing yesterday, I mean, it sucks. I mean, they got too many of everything, too many running backs, too many wide receivers, too many tight ends that you could see go out there and get double digit fantasy points at least. So it's going to be a lot of times you pick these guys and they put up goose eggs because another person's turn for that week is going to score all the fantasy points. So it's kind of hard to work that. Like how folks play naked Cam Newtons, naked Tom Brady's. Naked Lamar Jacksons. I couldn't. I could see a lot of people playing naked Tom Brady's because you know it's gonna be games that he go out there and put up fantasy points, but you don't know who to stack him with because it's so risky building around him. But last night, man, it had to be the worst Tom Brady game ever played. He got 5.36 fantasy points and threw for 3 interceptions. And you guys call him the GOAT. Y'all said he's the GOAT. I didn't. uh, 5.3 fantasy points. That's Tom Brady. That's crazy though. Belichick and Tom Brady can't do it without each other. I mean, I can't call it. But if I was to stack the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I would go Tom Brady and I'm gonna say Leonard Fournette too. I know a lot of people don't like to play the running back with their quarterback. That's really understandable. But when you got Fournette that's getting check downs from Tom Brady, he was targeted 6 times and caught on 6 targets and got 10.1 fantasy points from it. You have to. You're not gonna just pass that up. Like say if Carolina is ahead, like the Saints were yesterday, Tom Brady's gonna do the checkdowns. And I can also see myself playing Chris Godwin. But it looked like now that Antonio Brown's on the team, Mike Evans is also going to be playing slot sometime too. So, uh, and then you look at the tight end situation. You got Grunt, Braid, Hudson, who he likes to throw to. He likes to throw to these guys too. Tight ends. But I think he's going to try to go back to Grunt this week. I can see that happen. Let's see, where is Carolina Panthers as far as tight ends? That's the main position I try to keep an eye on because tight ends is hard to pick. Okay, they're ranked number 12. That's not that high, but not that low. But I don't know, for cheap, 4,700, and he's going to get deep passes targeted to him, dump offs, all of that from Tom Brady. And he just had an off game. Well, all of them had off games, but from week 6 to week 8, he was putting up decent numbers. Like he finally got himself back in the groove of things. So I can see myself playing Grunt too. As far as Carolina Panthers, I can't even call it, man. Especially with the whole Christian McCaffrey getting injured this time with his shoulder. It's just coming off of IR, then getting injured again. They're claimed day to day. Mike Davis is a good pick if Christian McCaffrey does not play. But I can't pick anybody right now in the game stack. But like if I did that Tampa Bay Buccaneers stack, I would run it back with one of the receivers, and I'm thinking likely Curtis Samuel from Carolina Panthers. So that would be a good way to run it back in a game stack. Let me get my beer. I'll be back. All right, I'm back with y'all. Got thirsty. What's going on with this game? What's the score now? I hardly been watching it. Another Cam overthrow. Wow, Jets winning 13-7. Oh, I should have followed my gut feeling when I made that showdown slate video. I wanted the onslaught, the Jets, and I started being a coward and backed down. All right, let's move on now. All right, this is a division fight. Las Vegas Traders versus the Denver Broncos. Y'all know, like, I want to go against Las Vegas Traders, right? But I don't know. I might have to play a Derek Carr lineup. He's 5,400 with upside. He has upside. He has what? One, two, three, four games that he got over 20 fantasy points. Out of the season. He does a lot of handoffs to Josh Jacobs, dink and dunks. Doesn't throw deep a lot. I know. He's not like Aaron Rodgers or anybody like that, but he's cheap, and if he can get me over 20 fantasy points at 5,400, that's a steal. And I'm gonna have to pair him up with Waller and maybe the way Nelson Aguilar been playing. Put Aguilar in that stack. This Aguilar got 5 touchdowns so far. We're only in week 10. I never seen Aguilar produce like this. I don't know what happened. I know all I see is when I'm looking at the game, here's a touchdown by Nelson Aguilar. And you got some elite receivers, supposed to be elite receivers, in the NFL that don't have 5 touchdowns right now. And Aguilar is like one of those guys you're used to seeing between what, maybe $3,000 to 4,500 on DraftKings, and he's now at, what did I say? He's at 4,900. Let's see, what was his price before? Yeah, started at 3,800 at the beginning of the season. Last week he was 4,700. Week before that also, and now they moved him up to 4,900 finally. So they see what I see on DraftKings, and I think also bringing it back, I'm gonna have to go Jerry Jeudy. He's their main receiver right now. He got 28.5 fantasy points yesterday. Priced at 4,700, they moved his price up to 5,700. He got 14 targets. and caught seven of them. 125 yards, one touchdown. He fumbled the ball too. Got to put that in there. But yeah, I can see game stacking that, and maybe a Drew Lock stack too. I don't I don't know. I played one Drew Lock lineup yesterday because it was so many people in the industry going crazy over Drew Lock for I don't know why. I don't know what reason it was. I think it was probably because they was trying to figure out some kind of way to stack McCaffrey and Dalvin Cook at the same time in one lineup. Well, not stack, but play McCaffrey and Dalvin Cook in a lineup, or maybe stack McCaffrey and Kelsey, a secondary stack, and then do a Broncos stack. I don't know what their thoughts were, but that would have been a good way to do it because Drew Lock, man, he wasn't doing that great until like the fourth quarter. Cause like when I started looking at the uh, the points on FanDuel, DraftKings, and Yahoo, I was like, thank God I didn't play a lot of Drew Lock. And then I looked during Sunday Night Football, and I was like, what the hell? Are you serious? Drew Lock put up 33.22 fantasy points, priced at only 5,200. His fourth quarter is what saved him. He got 13 yards, two touchdowns, threw one interception, rushed for 47 yards, rushed for a touchdown. I almost pissed in my pants, man. I was like, how did these guys know this was going to happen? Because they were playing Atlanta Falcons. That's how. I was thinking, no, the Atlanta Falcons is not going to let Drew Lock manhandle them. Look what happened. He didn't manhandle, but look, he put up 33 fantasy points. Oh shoot, I thought the Jets just scored another touchdown. They called it back though. That was Jamison Crowder too. He should have caught that. Wait, that is a catch. That's a touchdown, man. That's toe drag swag. You gotta give him that touchdown. Yeah, feet are in the end zone, control of the ball. Jamison Crowder. And I told y'all in that showdown video to put him in a captain spot. Boom. Alright, let's see. Like I was saying, play Drew Lock. If I play Drew Lock in a game stack, I'm going, like I said before, Jerry Judy with Drew Lock. Noah Fant because Albert Okugabanam, that I still haven't played in any of my lineups any week. I was trying to fade that with everybody going crazy over him. I don't know. I haven't been really into the Denver Broncos team this year, and that's what's pushing me to playing the Las Vegas Traders this week. But Noah Fant, he did get injured yesterday too. He's questionable right now. Um, but it looked like he might be all right. He aggravated his ankle a little bit, his lingering ankle, but they're expecting him to be able to play. So Drew Lock, Jerry Judy, Noah Fant, those be the guys I would look at. And I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, man. It might be a bad game for Nelson Aguilar and Henry Ruggs the third might come through this week. I know people are tired of this guy just failing. They're dropping him out of their fantasy leagues because he's not putting up the numbers that everybody expected him to. He only had one huge week where he only got three targets and caught both of them. I mean, no, caught two of them and got 22.8 fantasy points. And he just haven't been getting the targets at all because Darren Waller has been taking over all the targets. Derek Carr is a dink and dunker. Henry Ruggs is a deep pass catcher. And that's the reason why you're not seeing fantasy numbers. But I'm thinking, man, this might be the week to play Henry Ruggs when everybody's getting off of him. I can put him in my lineup and come up big. Like they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. That might be me taking over that treasure when y'all think he's trash. Alright, moving on to Buffalo Bills, Arizona Cardinals. I'm thinking about game stacking this one too. This is like a juicy matchup, both sides. I can see myself playing Josh Allen, 7,500. Stephon Diggs, maybe Cole Beasley, and then I can't put Hopkins in it right there, but I can go Chase Edmonds, and then go like if I want to really get savage with this, I can go Max Williams at tight end for the Cardinals. He only got one target, one reception for a touchdown. Let's see, where is the Bills ranked at tight end? See, the reason why I picked him is because I know that the Bills was giving it up to tight ends. They're now ranked at 29 out of 32 teams at tight end. So I can do like I can see myself doing this. Get Edmonds and Max Williams. That's two Cardinals right there. And then playing two Bills receivers, Diggs and Beasley with Josh Allen. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna do something like that with my lineups. And let's try with the Cardinals. Playing Kyler Murray. He's 8,000 though. Damn. And if I play Kyler Murray, I might have to play Hopkins. I might have to. It makes no sense not to play Kyler Murray and not play Hopkins. But Diggs, I would probably leave out and go down to John Brown on this one. And then put Christian Kirk in there too. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to play two Bills unless, let's see, maybe. You see, Tyler Croft, he did get a touchdown too yesterday, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, one target, one reception. Just like Max Williams. Wow. These tight ends ain't getting the ball. I don't think the Cardinals is as bad against tight ends this year, though. Let me check. I know they were last year. Boy, were they. Yeah, this year they ranked 7th. They improved a lot when it comes to going against the tight end. So I might scratch that and only play one receiver from Buffalo Bills versus Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk. Alright, we got 4 more games to go. Damn, I see why I don't do these first looks. This shit takes forever. Cause then I gotta upload it to an editor and then put it on YouTube. This shit might not be out till tomorrow. Y'all gonna hear me talking about Monday Night Football on Tuesday night. Yep, because I am not trying to do all this stuff tonight after I do this first look. But moving on, we got Los Angeles Chargers versus the Miami Dolphins. Tua, I haven't played in a lineup yet. Herbert, this guy is good. He's tough too. He got injured, went back out there, did his thing. He did try his best to beat the Las Vegas Traders at the very last second. It just didn't happen. My boy Parham dropped the ball. I thought he caught it too. I followed that guy heavy in XFL. Every week I had Parham in my lineups. I even got him on my Dynasty League on a bench spot as a handcuff just in case Hunter Henry ever gets injured. But if he keeps getting touchdown targets, I might have to put him in my lineup. Um, so far, he got what? 3 targets, 2 touchdowns, almost 3 touchdowns. But anyway, back to this lineup. Uh, should I take my chance playing Tua this week? I don't know, but say if I did, I'll go Tua and it's a revenge game for Kalen Balaj, who was putting up some really good fantasy points yesterday. He got 16.4 fantasy points, 1 touchdown. This was his first game too for the Chargers, and he was pissing me off though because I had hella Justin Jackson too, and Justin Jackson got injured early in the game. So I'm watching Kalen Balaj all this time, and I'm like, when the hell did he get on their team? I had no idea. I did not get the memo, man. It was Kalen Balaj everywhere. And I was like, get his ass on the bench. I was mad as hell. Because I had like maybe, I probably had about, what, 15 to 20% of Justin Jackson in my lineups. And that's what was making me lose a lot. And it was just, it was all bad for your brother right here, man. But I'm thinking Tua, Kalen Balaj on the cheap, $5,000. Devontae Parker, only $5,000. Mike Gesicki, because Chargers ain't good against tight ends either. Chargers is what, 22 in the league against tight ends? I thought they were worse than that. And maybe put Keelan Allen in here too, where I can get running back and receiver from the Chargers, wide receiver and tight end from Miami. That looked kind of good actually. And then build around that with what, 58 58.66, $5,866 to work with the running back spot, a flex, and the defense, and wide receiver. Wait, that's wrong. That's wrong. Somehow I clicked another guy in there. I got 57.50 to work with. So I had to find a running back, another wide receiver, flex, and defense. I might have to play that lineup. It looked kind of good. Alright, far as with Chargers game stack. Go Herbert and let's see. I'm wondering about this one right here. This guy is $4,000. Salvin Ahmed. I've been hearing a lot about him. He only got 3.8 fantasy points. He got what 7 attempts at rushing for 38 yards. But I don't know. I could just go to Jordan Howard for only 4,200 and pray that they get on the goal line and he get a touchdown, maybe twice, because he's going to be the new Frank Gore, vulturing at the goal line, the Gary Blunt. That's the type of player they made Jordan Howard now that he's in Miami. Well, how many touchdowns he got so far? He got 4 touchdowns. All was like goal line rushes. He don't do anything else. You chill on the sideline and walk in the goal line. Touchdown. So let's see. Maybe I'll build Herbert, Jordan Howard. Let's see. Let's go back to Parker. Then go Mike Williams. And then go Hunter Henry. I could do that where I got two Miami guys and two Chargers, and then I got what 61.75 to build with for a running back, wide receiver, flex, and defense. All right, we only got 3 more games, guys. I know this is a long video. That's why I never do these. But I wanted to do something different this week to try to help me win and hopefully help you guys win too. But just in case I do more, don't forget to hit the bell icon because I do this stuff on the fly. Sometimes, normally I just do the core lineup near the weekend or on a weekend, let you know who I'm picking at each position. But normally, you're not going to get this from me. I don't know. It might change. I might start doing this for every week, every year, but never know. But yeah, click that bell icon, click the like button, or the dislike if you don't like it. Comment below who you considering playing. Let me know what you want to change from last week that you played that you're working on. If you're thinking of a different strategy, go ahead and put that down. This is a YouTube community. That means you get involved with the community, not just listen to me run my mouth and watch the video. That's boring. But yeah, back to the last 3 games. We got San Francisco 49ers versus the New Orleans Saints. That might be a really good game too. Let's see. Drew Brees. I don't think I'm playing Drew Brees. Reason why it was pissing me off yesterday with Taysom Hill, especially on showdown slates. Taysom Hill always find a way to f things up for me because I never select him for the showdowns when I should because I never know how often they're going to have him on the field. And even if they don't have him in there often, sometimes he'll get a goal line carry touchdown, which should have been Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray, or you can get a surprise like yesterday where he put up double-digit fantasy points, and they let Drew Brees sit after they blowing out Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just wish they trade this guy. Let him have a quarterback spot on another team or something. It just drives me nuts with Taysom Hill. Very athletic guy. Very athletic, very good player. But I don't know. He always found a way to screw me over, and that's why it's hard for me to play Drew Brees because I don't know how often they're gonna put Taysom Hill in there. So I don't think I'm playing Drew Brees. Far as 49ers quarterbacks, Garoppolo's on IR. I don't feel comfortable playing Mullen. Far as running backs with 49ers, it's a no for me. I will play Kamara, maybe Latavius Murray. Michael Thomas, 7,400 on DraftKings. This is like one of the lowest prices we have seen Michael Thomas. You have to be foolish not to play Michael Thomas this week because normally he's at the very top. Devontae Adams right now, who probably running his mouth a little bit too much, saying he's the best wide receiver, blah blah blah. I thought he was a humble dude, man. I thought he was just a humble dude that scored a lot of fantasy points, but he went on talking about he's the best wide receiver, blah blah blah. He's even ahead of Hopkins right now. It goes to Devontae Adams, $9,000. Then it go all the way down to 7,700 for Hopkins because he had a bad game. Metcalf right under there. Diggs. Then Michael Thomas. Then Keenan Allen, Cooper Kupp, McLaurin. So you got Michael Thomas right in the middle. You know he's going to be chalk right there. But it's like, how do you get off of Michael Thomas when he's 7,400? I don't know if I could do that. I think I'm gonna have to play Michael Thomas. George Kittle's on IR, and I can see a mini stack of this game. Some fantasy goodness right here. Michael Thomas, Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed is only 3,500. I mean, I don't mind playing Jared Cook. He failed me yesterday though. He fumbled the ball. I was pissed. He only got 4 fantasy points. And not only I had to deal with Taysom Hill, who listed as a tight end also on FanDuel, I had to deal with Josh Hill getting a touchdown. Not only Josh Hill got a touchdown, guess who else got a touchdown? Adam Trotman. I was livid. I was like, things just not going right for your boy. Not, I'm picking all the people that make sense. I'm doing my research, and these dudes just, they're raping me. They're just getting, they're just getting the biggest kind of utensil you can get and just shoving it in me, just raping me. Every single slate, every single slate. Well, not every single slate, but yesterday it was every single slate. Whether it was Showdown, Maine, no matter FanDuel, DraftKings, Yahoo. Thank God that's over. Hopefully, I win something off this Showdown. Jets is up 20 to 10. I can't believe this. Oh well. Back to the video. Alright, so I can see a mini stack right here. Go ahead and double tight ends maybe. Jared Cook, Jordan Reed, Michael Thomas. If you don't want to go double stack tight end, I can understand it. Just go mini secondary stack with Jordan Reed and Michael Thomas. Running backs besides Kamara. Yeah, you could put Kamara in a mini stack too. Kamara, Thomas, Reed. But as far as 49ers, I don't know about the running backs. Mostert still on IR. McKinnon, Hasty. They might even get a ball to use check. You never know. Damn, Wilson's on IR too. Coleman's questionable. Man, these guys, you don't know, man. It could be any of them. That's going to be the top running back of the week. All right. We got Seattle Seahawks, Los Angeles Rams. This is going to be a good one right here. You know you start Russell Wilson. Chris Carson, what's up with him? Okay, Carroll said he expects Carson to practice this week to see if he can return possibly this Sunday. If not, you go back to Dallas, DJ Dallas. But he got 11.9 fantasy points. He's at 5,000 last week. Is at 5,100 now. But my concern is, like, say Carson doesn't come back. Last week they picked up Alex Collins, and he only got 2 attempts yesterday, 5 yards. Alex Collins came from Baltimore Ravens. He might play a bigger role. So I don't know about DJ Dallas. What's going on with Carlos Hyde? Hyde hamstring slated to practice this week also to see if he can possibly return. See, it's just going to be too many guys, man. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 that I hope that Seahawks are not going to start doing a running back by committee even more. I say even more because you got Russell Wilson too. He's running back slash quarterback, like a Lamar Jackson. Not to the extreme, but he does run the ball a lot too. He's Mr. Unlimited. That's why I like playing him. He only got 5 rushing yards yesterday though. He still got 29 fantasy points. He only got priced up $100 more and now at 7,700. He threw for 390 yards versus Buffalo, even though they lost. Got 2 touchdowns and he threw 2 interceptions, which is a shock, and fumbled the ball twice. Wow. Russell Wilson. Oh man. But I know I'm going to play Russell Wilson in a lineup or 2, maybe 5, 6. Russell Wilson, you got to play that guy with your Metcalf, with Lockett. I don't know if I'm going to play Metcalf, Lockett, both with Russell Wilson. I might have to maybe go to David Moore. He's only at 3,400. Last week I played him. He was only at 3,100. And he got a touchdown. He got 17.1 fantasy points. All these cheap guys, I'm telling you, I played that got touchdowns. I know y'all like, well, how the hell did you lose so much? It's because it was like one guy out of damn near every lineup that got injured early. That's how. So I was picking the right guys, setting the lineups right, correlating them correctly. But it was just like one guy out of damn near every lineup that was injured. Or I had a James Conner that only put up 3 fantasy points or something. It was that type of game. Alright, let's see. If I'm going to stack the Seahawks, who am I going to bring it back with? From the Rams, I would say Robert Woods, since he's cheaper. A lot of more people are going to be on Cooper Kupp. I'm also going to be on Cooper Kupp if I do a game stack with Jared Goff. I'll take Cooper Kupp with Jared Goff, and then Tyler Higbee. Yeah, I think I will go Tyler Higbee at tight end with Cooper Kupp and Jared Goff. All right, where is the Seahawks versus tight ends? They're ranked 12. They improved this year also, but I think I'm safe with going with them. Let's see, how many targets is Higbee getting? I think he's averaging about 4 targets a game. But hey, any given Sunday, I think he can go out there. Cheap price, 3,700. The majority of the tight ends not getting touchdowns either. But I'll take my chance with those three, and then I don't know, either go with one of those running backs from Seattle. If I get definite answer, they're going to get a lot more touches. Not no lies from Pete Carroll. I can probably put them in, and maybe Tyler Lockett. Burkett just got a touchdown. Wow. So now it's what, 16-20? This is a better ball game than I thought it was going to be. I was thinking like 13-10. All right, we're at the very last game of the night. Well, for this video at least. And that's the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cincinnati Bengals. And I can tell you right now, I think I'm going to be playing some Burrow. I don't know. Right now, it feels like I'm going to play some Joe Burrow. I think he's going to be lower on because of the Steelers' defense. I had the Steelers' defense in my core video this past week. They did okay. They let Dallas score on them, which I was shocked. But they did put up 7 fantasy points. They was able to get one defensive fumble recovery, interception, 2 touchdowns. They're a tough defense, but this week I kind of think Joe Burrow is a good pick against them, because Joe Burrow is going to throw that ball. And you could throw on Pittsburgh as we saw with Dallas Cowboys. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with Joe Burrow and then stack him with T. Higgins, as I always do, and also Tyler Boyd. Then bring it back with Claypool, Chase Claypool, or else I can bring it back with James Conner, hoping that he don't screw me over again and get 4 fantasy points. Man, everybody thought James Conner was going to be that man for week 9, along with Derrick Henry. Another one. But yeah, this is a new week. Gotta be more optimistic. But yeah, that would be a decent game stack. I don't know if I'm gonna play Ben Roethlisberger. He injured both of his knees last week, and they're still expecting him to be all right and go out there and play. Right now, he's sitting with a Q tag, but I'm not going there. So that's what I'm looking at right now for week 10, you guys. This is the 411 for your fantasy football on YouTube. My name is Otto Wynn Williams. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, dislike the video if you want. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the 411DFS. Until later on this week, when I make a core video and let you know what I'm playing at all selections, you guys be safe and stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the 411 Podcast. Now get ready to make that money. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at the 411 DFS.